Next, we will look to the submission method to the authorities and in detail the submission options at the FDA to UDI, the European Commission to EUDAMED, and the NMPA to the Chinese UDI database. Option number 1 is to enter the data using the web service where the data is entered manually. The authorities usually provide this option free of charge. However, it's not suitable for a large amount of data. Another option is to upload data manually, one complete dataset at a time. But this requires that the data is available in the format defined by the authority. Usually it is an XML file or a JSON file. Third option is the M2M, machine-to-machine transfer, in which the data is transferred fully automatically. For this, the data is converted before, like in the second option. Afterwards, the data will be transferred using AS2 or AS4 protocol. This allows a very large amount of data to be transferred in a very short time. The following data transfer options are offered by the authorities. For the FDA, there is an M2M option, but this requires an AS2 connection to be established to the ESG, the electronic submission gateway of the UDI database. Another option is the data transfer via WebTrader, which means uploading individual data records via an XML file. And finally, there is also the option to enter the data manually via a web interface. For the European Commission and the EUDAMED database, the data can be transferred also via M2M, machine-to-machine, but this requires, other than in the UDI, an AS4 protocol. And using the web interface, the data can also be entered manually. To the NMPA, the data can be transferred via an M2M as well, but here a REST service is used instead of AS2 or AS4 protocol. And additionally, the data can be entered manually through a web interface.